We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays. Brandon Lau, the league's leading hitter, continues his march toward an American League batting title. Next. Trent Thornton is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch to contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
Into the box now, Manuel Margot. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Margot.
First pitch on its way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Now batting, Brandon Lau. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
And he's got a chance to collect some serious hardware individually and team-wise. If everything goes according to plan and he finishes strong, this team's going to play in October. And once you get to October, anything can happen.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 11, Hunter Renfroe.
Now in the box, Hunter Renfroe. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set and the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Here he comes on 2-0. And you can already tell he's got his sights set on a batting title with a batting average of over 400 in his last 10 games here in September.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. The 3-1. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Austin Meadows. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
This is one of the better hitters in the game right now, D-Row. Struggling a little bit, hitting under 300 in his last 10 games.
Yeah, and he's going to have to get scalding hot if he wants to run down this batting title. I don't see it happening right now. The way he's been swinging it, he is certainly slowed down, and it's in his head a little bit.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Margot on second. Renfroe at first. One gone. Outside. 3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
Here it comes, the 3-0.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 3-1. Full count, 3-2.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Stepping up to the plate, Ji-Man Choi. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Digging in, Joey Wendell, and a great chance here for the Rays to add on in just the first inning. Has a look, now the pitch.
Well, that's out.
And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games, but for a guy who's competing for a batting title, they'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
Though he's been stellar overall, his batting numbers over the last 10 games are closer to the league average.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race. But he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
Hit in the air to center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Rays will settle for just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Rays 1, the Jays nothing. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Ready now, Rowdy Tellez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Dero, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Rowdy Tellez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And though he's turned in some fantastic numbers this year, he's really hit a bump over his last 10 games. Not a great time for him to lose his touch at the plate.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again.
1 out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. All set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Michael Brasso.
Michael Brasso.
Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's low.
1-1.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
So digging in now, Randy Arozarena. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. This one's flared off to the right side. In there, a base hit. The throw to third. And he's safe.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Kevin Smith will be next. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. Coming to the plate now, Brandon Lau. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Lau is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. 2 balls and no strikes.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. To the plate now, Hunter Renfroe, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched. Very high, 2-1.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Rays 2, the Jays nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Ready? Now the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out. Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
First offering on its way.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
None out, runners at first and second. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So stepping in, Kevin Biggio, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Margot will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. We played 2 full. It's the Rays 2 and the Blue Jays 1. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the outfielder, Austin Meadows. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Pitch on the way.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with 1 gone, we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. Digging in, Ji-Man Choi picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first, 2 gone. So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay 3rd inning. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Wendell manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in two things. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the third inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. One major factor in their struggles has been the strikeout. Entering the day, they have more strikeouts than any other team in the league, leading a member of the coaching staff to tell me, without a doubt, it's something we have to rectify. Strikeouts happen, but sometimes it feels like we're losing focus and just flailing up there, and that can't happen. That's something for us to keep an eye on with this club, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
For Toronto, the catcher, number 9.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So 1 away in the Toronto third, and that'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. First delivery to him on the way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Margot arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Stepping into the box, Michael Brasso. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Now the pitch.
Hey!
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swing and a liner. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Randy Arozarena, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Into the box now, Kevin Smith earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Nope.
Too low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-1. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Here's the first pitch to him. Manuel Margot is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. A 1 pitch on its way. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
At the plate now, Brandon Lau, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Ready with the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline. He's right there. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. They still lead it 2-1. Stepping into the box, Bo Bichette. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Number 8, Justin Upton.
Here's Justin Upton now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Their count now at 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Popped him up. Smith is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In there, strike 1. So far this year against Southpaws, Hernandez is carrying around a batting average in the 320s. That's what you might call potent.
Yeah, this is a great spot for him right now. He just seems to...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. They still trail it here 2-1. Jose Suarez, a little 5'10" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
55, Jose Suarez.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Hunter Renfroe hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
That just misses off the inside for ball 1. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
So a full count now.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
3-2 pitch. Here's a bouncing ball and a chance for Gurriel at short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. In there, and it's 0-2 now. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. They lead it 2-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The right fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Here comes the first pitch. Randall Grichuk will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Cavan Biggio. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Up next is Danny Jansen. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Guerrero trying to get there. Grounded back up the middle. And no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Into the box, Michael Brasso, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. So they still haven't picked up an extra base hit in this one, but that stolen base at least gets him a guy in scoring position.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly what the manager was thinking there, Matt. Hey, if we aren't driving the ball with any authority today, we need to make something happen in a different way. They only need a single to the outfield now to push a run across.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
2-1.
Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Randy Arozarena, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch.
Hey. One count. 3-2.
Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So coming to the plate, Randy Arozarena. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1. Counts 1-0.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Kevin Smith is on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. 3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Next for Tampa Bay, the catcher, Kevin.
So striding forward now, Kevin Smith. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. He'll come home with it. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Margot.
In now, Manuel Margot. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Even 1-1 count to Margot. A line shot to third base.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in now, Brandon Lau. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball just inside.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Count is 3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. High and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Hernandez. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Rays will settle for just the 1. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. The Rays lead it 3-1. Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Lau backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Digging in once again, Bo Bichette. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way.
No, inside.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Nope, that's foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe.
Hunter Renfroe.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swung on and driven to right, and no doubt about it, gone to lead off the inning. Hunter Renfroe leaves the yard with a solo shot. Home run number 51 on the year, and Tampa Bay has taken a 4-1 lead.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity, if you have mediocre stuff, you cannot miss over the heart of the plate. You have to nibble at the corners. He wasn't able to do that, and he paid the ultimate price.
Stepping in now, Austin Meadows. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Pull, that's inside.
Line down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
To the plate now, Ji-Man Choi. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive, not being very aggressive right now.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And there's out number 2. Joey Wendell digs in now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
1-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
The pitch.
That's
No
ball.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Brasso. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
And he lays off for ball one.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2-1. And he lays off again, ball 3.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball in there, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's now 4-1 Tampa. Colin Poche gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Colin Poche.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Justin Upton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Poche is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt, and the throw is there to record the first out. Ready for another chance? Lourdes Gurriel. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Comes set, and the 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Now batting, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Grounded down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
The right fielder.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's the first pitch to him. Randall Grichuk stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
And he buys himself another pitch as this is fouled away to keep it at 0-2. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Seared down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 2-2 offering. Fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A full count, 3-2 to Randal Grichuk.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Down the third baseline. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And that'll score the run from third. And don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Standing in now, Kevin Biggio, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Second and third here, 1 man out. Tapped out in front of home, and that's the second out. Ready once again, Danny Jansen. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Hit back up the middle. And this goes right past him. Oh my, that might plate 2. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
Number 44.
Next to bat for Toronto, Rowdy Tellez. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. One and one, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Tampa Bay leads this one 4-3. Wilmer Font has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 63, Wilmer.
Digging in, Randy Arozarena, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Randy Arozarena.
First offering on its way. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate now, Kevin Smith. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Last time through was a base hit. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Manuel Margot. His prior history versus this arm, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. And he fouls this one off. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. Into the box, Brandon Lau, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
One and 2. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And on the error, a run is going to score. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Lined hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He's in at second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batter.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now, Austin Meadows, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Wow, I think he took it for granted there a bit. Probably thought he had it in the bag, and he just lost concentration for a minute. Now his pitcher has to pick him up with 2 outs.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Ji-Man Choi will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. Mike Zunino will see what he can do off the bench, as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Mike Zunino.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Three and 0 now. Pitch on its way now to Zunino, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
At the plate, Joey Wendell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. 1 run is scored. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he's out on the tag. That ends the inning, but 2 runs do count on the play. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rays 8, the Blue Jays 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. This change for the Rays. Now playing first base, number
Aaron
10.
Loop is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Rays, number 15, Aaron Loop.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Nate Lowe is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Nate Lowe.
The pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Meadows has it, and there's 1 away. Stepping in, Bo Bichette hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's set. Here it comes. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul. Lou has seen his role change with those 1-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Justin Upton the next to hit, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 delivery. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Runners on first with one down. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Into the box now, Lourdes Gurriel, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. This will kick up against the wall now. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
All I know is a lot of comebacks were started with less. He ropes a triple, driving in a run and cutting the deficit to 4. A base hit here, and it'll be down to 3.
So now to the plate, Teoscar Hernandez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Hit down the third baseline. He's got it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Jays pick up a run on the RBI triple. 9th inning straight ahead. It's the Rays 8, the Jays 4. Ken Giles comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Michael Brasso.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Michael Brasso is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Giles playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 7th round back in 2011.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Settling in now, Randy Arozarena. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one will get this one. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Count is 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now the 2-1 pitch is laid off of for ball number 3.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot-committed fastball and cheat.
At the plate, Nate Lowe, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now, as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
Into the box, Manuel Margot. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. A full count to the Rays center fielder.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Grichuk will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Brandon Lau. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Rays strand a pair. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Rendell Grichuk.
Rendell Grichuk.
Jose Alvarado takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless.
Jose Alvarado.
First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Kevin Biggio, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. I'm set with the 0-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out. Now at the plate, Danny Jansen, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
And with that win, they've shown they are one of the greatest teams in baseball history, tying the 1998 Yankees, who also had 114 wins. That was an amazing team, so that's some elite company right there.
8-4 tonight. The Tampa Bay Rays with 114 wins, most in the division. Blake Snell records win number 16 on the season. Trent Thornton was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game.